Good morning, guys. For those of you who live up in the Worcester area, you need your car, truck, Mini Cooper worked on, head to Greasy's Garage. Pete and the gang can fix whatever you got, no matter how big or how small. And yes, he always carries Bears products. Car products, that is. And for those of you who'd like to learn more about Bears products, call David at 615-854-3057 and find out how you can get between 4 and 5.5 miles per gallon better. And not to mention more power. Also, for those of you who would like to get a cool t-shirt, sweatshirt, go to libtardtees.com. And believe me, they will be back in fashion very soon. If they're not, and as far as I'm concerned, they're still in fashion. I still proudly wear mine out wherever I want to go. And you know, it's interesting. People, a lot of them, they smile at me. They're like, "Yeah, cool guy, rock on." So let's start here with the news. So San Francisco chief medical examiner reveals drug overdoses killed more than twice as many Americans as coronavirus in 2020. Let that, and that's their coronavirus numbers, okay? Not not mine. That's their numbers. That's how many people have died from drug overdose. And then moving on, Chelsea Clinton celebrates abortion. Killing a baby is a personal choice. If you look at it logically, these people that are so pro-abortion, do they ever have an abortion? I mean, I'm talking about the really bigwigs, like her, the really rich. They don't have abortions. They have their children. They want everybody else not to have theirs. You know, people, me included, years ago I thought, oh, come on. You know, they don't really want to take the population of the world down to between 3 and 500 million. And then I listened to a couple of speeches. One from one of the Rockefellers, David Rockefeller, I believe it was, and then one of them from one of the Rothschilds. They both said the same thing. They want to take it down to between 3 and 500 million people. And then here recently, we find out that on that ship that was stuck in the Suez Canal, the Evergreen, one of the things they took off that ship and destroyed were chemicals that they were going to use to combine, I think, with 5G to murder people, to drop the population of the world down to where they want it. These are evil people. I have no doubt that at the end of the day, Chelsea, along with her mother and father, she will be going to prison or worse. Of that I have no doubt. Keep in mind, the Vatican is hosting her. The Pope is going to be with her and Fauci and someone else. I mean, what a group. What a low-life group. And then how did we go from middle class to working poor in only 35 years? We worked 300% harder, earned 10% less, and pay 220% more for stuff that costs less to produce than 1978, or since 1978. Yeah, how did we do that one? And then Michael Flynn. This was great. There were tons of people there when he was speaking. Tons of people. And thousands, not hundreds, thousands. And well, I tell you what, he's really good. He definitely has. He'll be able to do whatever he wants, political wise, whatever he wants. Let's go to the Gateway Pundit here. Let me see how much time I have left, please. Yes, I have plenty of time. So their top story is Indy FedEx shooter identified as 19-year-old, known to locals and previously interviewed by FBI. It looks like Chris Wray dropped the ball once again. He keeps dropping it. The FBI keeps dropping it. The FBI, I believe, is going to be done away with. And by the way, so you know, Mike Lindell has launched My Store to compete with Amazon. So just a little heads up there. And his frank speech is going to be opening up for all of us on Monday, I believe. And then Liberal admits DeSantis did better than Cuomo handling COVID. Bill Maher. It's like, no, really? Yeah, we all knew that. But thank you for saying it anyway. And then Trump supporting Republican Vernon Jones to primary Ron O'Brien Kemp in Georgia. He'll win hands down because there will not be any voter fraud in this next election. Ashley Babbitt, the portrait of a true patriot, not an insurrectionist, interviews with her family on who she really was. She was a good lady, really a good lady. And then YouTube censors Florida Governor DeSantis and his panel of experts for violating junk science standards. You know, with the advent of, you got BitChute, YouTube, and a number of others already. And now we're going to have Mike Lindell. And Mike Lindell's Frank speech may become the really big dog of all of them. The guy that he's been working on it for 4 years. So hopefully he's been able to put together a site that is easy to use for everyone. Because I know that everybody has troubles. Everybody out there has troubles either with BitChute, YouTube, Rumble, Minds. None of them are as easy to use as YouTube. And so hopefully he's been able to conquer that and come up with something that's really easy. And then it was worse than we thought. No one met Japanese Prime Minister at the White House door except a stationary Marine. Holy cow. Yeah, think about that one. Let that one soak in. It says here that in a highly disrespectful and embarrassing move, Kamala Harris welcomed Japanese Prime Minister Suga to the White House on Friday. Joe Biden was nowhere to be found as Kamala Harris welcomed Suga, the first foreign leader to visit the Biden White House. Which White House, though? But it was way worse than we originally reported. No one met Prime Minister Suga at the door when he arrived. The only one standing there was a stationary Marine. Oh man, how pathetic. Oh my goodness. Then when Vice President Kamala was sent down to greet the Japanese Prime Minister, she spent more than a full minute trashing the U.S. as a violent place as Prime Minister Suga stood next to her waiting to be introduced. Good morning. I briefly want to discuss the tragedy that occurred in Indianapolis last night. Yet again, we have families in our country that are grieving the loss of their family members because of a gun violence. Wow. I tell you what, people are getting an earful. Let me see here. Let's go ahead and continue on with demonic. Biden to ramp up experiments using aborted baby body parts. Once again, they're being exposed. People are learning even more every day. And by the way, people are coming to the internet more and more every day to get their real news. Portland rioters set fire to Apple Store, smash up church, Veggie Grill, Historical Society. Okay, so the big three from Silicon Valley, they're not allowing anything to be said about this. But guess what? It's still getting out more than ever. And then BLM mob descends on Lori Lightfoot's neighborhood, clash with Chicago police. I bet that was interesting. And yeah, she don't like him coming to her neighborhood. And the New York Republican packing courts is right out of the Hugo Chavez Socialist Handbook. You bet it is. You betcha. And then shower time. Cops blast violent BLM Antifa hoodlums with pepper spray in Brooklyn Center. Good. Good. And then Asian left-wing journalist beaten by BLM mob as crowd confronts Portland police at latest shooting scene. And then here's another child killed by police. Hillary Clinton fans the flames after Chicago street gang Latin Kings threatened retaliation for shooting death of Adam Toledo. We've been told a lot of things about Hillary. Is she alive? Is she dead? What's the deal? We'll find out later on down the road. And then the case against me is motivated by bloodlust. Roger Stone responds to latest attack from federal prosecutors. Yeah, they're nuts. They're not going to stop. They're just never going to stop until they're put behind bars or worse. And then shocking video of pregnant illegal aliens moved around at night on southern border, then being prepped for travel across the country. They're out to destroy the country. That's the bottom line. Breonna Taylor's mom calls Black Lives Matter a fraud. I'm so sick of y'all. I'm telling you, the whole Democrat deal, the whole Democrat Party is falling apart. And then General Flynn warns about possible threats from Antifa, BLM interrupting the audit of Maricopa County's 2020 election results. They don't want them. They don't want those results known. They don't want those things done. They just don't. They know what it's going to prove, that there was massive cheating. Mayor Lightfoot slams Chicago police and accuses them of racism after shooting of Adam Toledo. Wow, talk about fanning the flames. Yeah, she does her job, doesn't she? And then her complaint is frivolous, ill-conceived, and defamatory. Representative Paul Gosar responds to Representative Jay Paul's attacks that he acted criminally at January 6th rally. No, he didn't. It was all set up. The whole thing was set up. And then Joe Biden refers to the winner of Masters golf tournament as Japanese boy during press conference with Japan's Prime Minister. Oh my word. Oh, yeah, he talked. Oh, yeah, Nancy's out there saying, don't let him talk. Shut him up. And then every single day there's a mass shooting in the U.S. It's a national embarrassment. Biden pounds his hand on podium, trashes America in front of the Japanese Prime Minister. Anything to take us down as far as they're concerned. Anything. Anyway, that is all for now. God bless you all. Have a good day, and I'll be back soon. Bye-bye now.